Are you looking for starting a company in India without having a partner? Then here is what you got to know. In general, if a person wants to start a business without sharing profit or decision making with any other person, then he would prefer sole proprietorship concern. In order to encourage the sole proprietors to enter into the corporate world, the government has introduced one-person company. Only a natural person, whether Indian or NRI, can start a one-person company. However, one nominee is required while incorporating the company. An individual who is whether Indian or NRI and who is not a minor and who is not incompetent to contract can start a one-person company. Name of the company must have OPC Private Limited. A person can be a member of only one OPC. A person cannot form two OPC and operate. One-person company cannot be incorporated or converted into a Section 8 company, or it cannot carry out any non-banking financial investments activities. One-person company shall appoint a nominee who shall become the member of the company in the event of the member becoming incapable or is dead. Such nominee shall be mentioned in the MOA of the company. A nominee should be a natural person, whether Indian or NRI. Unique name. You need to ensure that the name that you choose for the company should be unique and should not be similar to any of the existing company's name, either phonetically or in spelling. Also, you need to ensure that the company's name is not reserved under any of the trademark. However, the name approval is subject to the decision of the approving authority. Registered office address. You can have the registered place of business anywhere in India, either as a rented property or as owned by the shareholder or the director. All you will have to get is the rental agreement in the name of the proposed company's name and no objection certificate from the landlord. You need to keep in mind that the government fees, stamp duty fee will vary from state to state. Capital requirement. You can start the one-person company with any capital amount as there is no minimum or maximum restriction on the paid-up capital. However, you need to ensure that whatever the paid-up capital amount that you are mentioning in the MOA has to be deposited into the current account of the company once the incorporation is completed. You need to remember that the government fees, stamp duty fees may vary according to the authorized capital of the company. Business objective. You need to have a defined business objective to incorporate the company. You cannot have multiple line of business at the instant of incorporation. Director and shareholder. Minimum one director and shareholder is required to incorporate the one-person company, and such person can either be Indian or NRI. For identity purpose, PAN card, Aadhaar card and passport size photocopy of the directors, shareholders and the nominee shall be required. For address proof, either passport, driving license or voter ID is required. Apart from the above, 1 month latest bank statement or the utility bill like electricity bill is required for the director, shareholder and nominee. For company's address proof, rental agreement, EB card and NOC will be required. If the director or shareholder is an NRI, then all these documents are to be notarized and apostilled. First step is to apply Digital Signature Certificate DSC for the director, shareholder and the nominee. Next, the proposed name has to undergo the preliminary check to ensure that the possibility of getting approval is quite high. Then your company's Memorandum of Association and Articles of Association will be drafted. Then the application for incorporation will be submitted along with all the required documents. Finally, on approval by the department, company incorporation certificate along with the company identification number, which is called SIN number, and the TAN of the company will be issued. We offer a nominal price for incorporating the one-person company when compared to market without compromising any quality on the service. Also, we are offering DSC as complimentary subject to certain conditions if you avail post-incorporation compliance services with us. As you must be aware that one-person company will have to follow multiple compliances post the incorporation, which may include commencement of business INC 20A, which has to be filed within 180 days from the date of incorporation, First auditor appointment, which has to be done within 30 days from the date of incorporation, and there are annual compliances like director KYC, income tax return filing, and ROC return filing. For further information, please reach our experts at Kanakkupillai.